What it do? Bedtime crew. Hey man, listen, today I'm here with a tier list of the biggest curses in the UFC. Okay, you've probably seen the thumbnail, you see the title, you know what we're here to talk about. I'm going to be ranking some of the best and worst curses. Now, what I mean by best and worst curses is like, if you're up here in the S and the A, these are basically unescapable. You cannot beat these curses. You're fucked. Your career's done. That's it. It's over. It ends for you. Done, you know? Down here, C and D, you can kind of escape those if you have the right circumstances. You know, you walk out to Eminem, maybe you give Bruce Buffer a fist bump. You might escape these, bro. So let me get straight into this, starting off with a legendary one that is still working to this day. Um, God works hard. The devil works hard. Excuse me, but the EA Sports cover works harder, bro. Okay, this thing is an absolute curse. Think about it like this: John Jones and Gustafsson get put on the curse. Gus's career falls apart. Jones almost loses to Gustafsson, gets arrested a million times. Never the same, right? Then Rousey gets on the cover, gets absolutely chinned and retired. McGregor gets on the cover, gets subbed by Nate Diaz. McGregor gets on the cover again. Fucking loses to Khabib, bro. Masvidal, Adesanya both got on the cover and lost their next fights. So this shit is real, bro. Even now, Valentina Shevchenko lost the belt and got robbed in the rematch. You know what I'm saying, dude? All I gotta say is, bro, I'm fucking worried for Volk, dude. With this EA Sports cover curse, I'm worried for Volk. The only reason it's not higher is because Jones didn't really like lose because of it, and Adesanya did win again, and Pereira did get put on the cover for beating Izzy, and then immediately got chinned. So it has its powers, but it's not like all encompassing. If Jones lost as well, and if Volk loses, it's moving up to A tier. Okay, let's move on to another classic one that we all know and love. All right, the embedded haircut. The embedded haircut is a very dangerous curse. It can be beat. I've seen it beat before. I don't know who. I think Israel Adesanya got a haircut on embedded and won his fight. So look, it's not the end all be all, but it is a very scary curse. That's not gonna help your chances by any fucking means, dude. If you're on embedded getting a fresh lineup, you're getting Usman with that barber turning on a headlight to try and find his hairline. You're risking your chances of winning your big fight on a pay-per-view. So I would say the embedded cut, it's dangerous. It's dangerous, but it's not a B or A or S tier level curse. So we're gonna put it in the C tier. It's very dangerous, but it's not as bad as this one coming up. Okay, dude. This one's an A tier curse. This is a curse that basically once this happens, it's like a death sentence for your career. People send me examples of this curse before a fight even happens. It goes, bro, rest in peace, Izzy. Rest in peace, Pereira. Blah 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 blah. Whoever it gets done to, the Drake curse, dude. The Drake curse is the end all be all. If you get bet on by Drake, or I remember back in the day, it used to be even if you took a picture with Drake, you were fucked. Like I remember Holloway took a picture with Drake and then lost to Dustin Poirier. So Drake has got very potent cursing powers. Drake's the type of guy to do witchcraft if his favorite fighter doesn't DM him back. Embarrassing. Like he's on that weird shit, bro. So Drake's a very dangerous guy. If he bets on you, you're fucked. If he takes a photo with you, you're fucked. If you walk out to one of his songs, you are fucked. So the Drake curse is alive and well. It's still taking out fighters to this day. I'm pretty sure he bet on Izzy against Strickland. Good luck with that, little bro. Sorry, buddy. That wasn't part of God's plan, I guess. But yeah, dude. Drake curse, very dangerous, very real. Let's move on to another curse. Not as bad, I would say, but still pretty dangerous. It's claiming fighters left, right, and center. Even this weekend, it claimed a fighter. So this one's still alive and well. We're gonna go with the bald curse, bro. If you go bald and you're not Alexander Volkanovski, you may be in trouble, dude. If Rafael Fiziev goes bald, immediately tears his knee against Gamrot. Conor McGregor goes bald, immediately gets chinned by Dustin Soyboy Snoria, dude. You know what I'm saying? So definitely there is a curse there with going bald. I believe there's other examples. I think where he went bald and then lost to Izzy. Dustin Poirier, when he went bald at featherweight, he got fucking chinned. And at lightweight, I think he went bald and got chinned by Michael Johnson. So this is a it's a real thing. It's a real thing. There is something to that. In the words of Chael Sonnen, dude. So this baldness curse, one you want to stay away. It's a lot more dangerous than the embedded. All right, dude. Let's move on to another famous curse that's kind of new age. It's more of if you know, right? If you're on the YouTube scene, you know this curse very well. Okay, this curse is very dangerous. It's not all encompassing. It's not a or B tier level curse, but it's pretty dangerous. I'm gonna say the Lucas Tracy curse, dude. This thing is a real. This is real. It's real, bro. Okay? If Lucas Tracy picks you, if he drops a video saying, this guy has to slip on a banana peel to lose this fight, you're basically, your chances of winning have halved or quartered, to be real with you, dude. You know, Robert Whitaker against Dricus du Plessis. I feel like all the picks I get wrong, it's because Lucas Tracy picked that guy as well. So I'm just going to say that's the reason. Guys, if I ever get a pick wrong, I'm the best predictor on YouTube. You guys know that. If I ever get a pick wrong, it's because Lucas Tracy picked the same guy as me, you know? So, ignore UFC 290. But dude, seriously, bro, this is a dangerous curse. It's not a or B tier curse because he does get main events right. He does actually not have a bad prediction rate. Let's not pretend. But it's just so funny watching this guy pick, pick a fighter and then immediately after. Guys, sloppy Bobby Sean Strickland took out Israel Adesanya. I didn't see this coming, guys. Like, what the fuck, guys? I hate predicting fights, you guys. So, definitely a dangerous curse. Not the worst on the UFC game. He's still got good picks. You know, shout out to Lucas, bro. Stop ducking me, but you're a W, bro. But yeah, dude, C tier curse. It's real. It's real, okay? Let's move on to a much more dangerous curse. This one has a very wide net that it can cast, and that makes it extra dangerous. You can apply this curse to a lot of fighters, even guys that usually don't get cursed, avoid all this other shit. They can get cursed by this. We're gonna go with the Overlooking Curse. This is a huge, huge problem in MMA. You get these guys that are great fighters, you know, win streaks, you know, running the game. They start overlooking their opponents. They start going, well, after this fight, I want to fight this guy, you know? Think about Aljamain Sterling. I want to fight Volkanovski next. Look what happened. Now you're fighting fucking Rafi and Stotts in Bellator probably, little bro. Like, Dana White's probably going to cut Aljo. Let's be real, bro. Who else? I remember Anderson Silva. He was overlooking Weidman. He was talking about fighting Jones or GSP next. He loses, you know? McGregor, he's not even worried about Nate Diaz. He's like, yeah, I'm not worried about this guy. I'm gonna fight for the lightweight belt next. Loses that fight. This is a real thing that happens, dude. This is a real curse that happens. Um, I think it's not S tier because it's so vague that you can't really apply it to some fights, even though you might be able to. But when a fighter is very openly and very actively overlooking their opponents, they are cursed. They're probably going to lose that fight. Think back to all the times you can think of where a guy is like, I'm going to do this, this, and this when I win. And then immediately they fucking lose. So this one's a serious curse that definitely still happens. All right, dude. Let's move on to an OG curse. This is a curse that you don't really hear about anymore. I think it's still a real thing. I don't know. I don't watch this guy's videos anymore. But I will say this for all the youngins in the audience, for all the non-OGs, for all the casuals. Before there was the Lucas Tracy curse, before there was the bedtime MMA blessing, you know, when I bless a fighter with a W, right? There was one man that could influence a fight. If this guy picked you, it's wraps. Your career's ended. It's like you've just been diagnosed with fucking COVID, bro. Like, it's done. It's over. It ends for you. That's it, you know? If this guy picked you, your career was wraps, dude. Chael P. Sonnen, the P stands for icon. If Chael Sonnen picks you, you're cursed. This guy cannot pick a fight to save his life. I feel like he's almost trolling, dude. I feel like Chael Sonnen's such a mastermind that he's actually trolling, dude. He knows who's going to win. He just wants to make the narrative like he wants people to talk about him because I will say this, nobody talks about you if you get picks right. They will talk about you if you get a pick wrong. And I think Chael Sonnen knows the business like the back of his hand that he used on 5 people in that TMZ incident, bro. This guy literally knows the game so well that he's predicting fights wrong on purpose. It's like in Spider-Verse, dude. The only way to get everything wrong is to know all the answers. So Chael Sonnen's actually the GOAT, guys. But he is a curse. If he picks you, you are fucked. Unfortunately, you're gonna face the wrath of the bad guy, and he's gonna get another W. So Chael Sonnen curse, B tier, very very dangerous curse. Let's move on to another one that is very very real. Tragic, really, to see people get hit with this curse because it's actually a fucked up one. This one actually ends careers. This one is borderline S tier. This one is so bad, all right? The nearly beat Jones curse. Now, what does that mean? The nearly beat Jones curse. You're looking at Alexander Gustafsson, Thiago Santos, Dominic Reyes. I think those are really the only 3 guys that can definitively be put in that curse. Maybe Belfort as well. Dude, after those fights against Jones, they were never the same. They got finished. They got retired. They got beat up. They got smoked. After they fought Jones, they never recovered. I don't think Dominic Reyes has not won a fight since that. Alexander Gustafsson has not won a fight since that. Thiago Santos has won one fight since that happened. So the nearly Jones curse is dangerous as fuck. You almost want to lose to Jones like definitively, like the GOAT Anthony Smith, who on paper should have won that fight, but he just didn't have the cameras on when he was winning, bro. So if Jones didn't have his coaches or his arms or his legs, he would have lost that fight. Let's be real, bro. But yeah, dude, if you nearly beat Jones, you're fucked. I feel like that's pretty obvious to say, and this is an A tier curse. Okay. Another one we got. I'm gonna go down the tier list a little bit. This one is one that I think happens from time to time, but I feel like it's kind of a byproduct of some of these other curses. This is one that doesn't really cost people, but it is funny when it does. All right, we're gonna go with the Dana White privilege curse. Obviously, what Dana wants doesn't usually fucking happen. Let's be honest. Like, you think he wants Sean Strickland to beat Izzy? No, he's like beat red in the cage. He's mad as fuck. He's on the presser like coping hard after the fight. McGregor losing to Diaz. That the Dana White privilege curse has happened when you get Dana White on a post-fight press conference and he's like, we're going to do the rematch. We're going to do the rematch. Anything can happen. And it's a crazy game. The better guy doesn't always win, we're going to look to do that rematch right away, though. Yep. We're going to do that rematch right away. This guy doesn't make fights unless it doesn't go his way. Then we're booking fucking rematches the night of. I don't know what we're doing, Dana, but the debt privilege curse, it is a dangerous one you got to think about. You don't want to be the guy that he wants to win, but it can be beaten. Sean O'Malley beat it. McGregor's beat it a couple times. John Jones has beat it. Israel Adesanya's beat it a couple times. So definitely not the most dangerous curse, but it is a real thing. So I'm gonna put it in D tier. It can't hurt you. It can only hurt you if you let it. That's a deep bar right there. Okay. I got two more curses, and one of these we've just recently kind of come into contact with. We've kind of realized that it's so dangerous. It's like an undiscovered like virus. Like, this is one that we've done the research. We've got Dr. Jonathan Sins. We've got Dr. Amba Tukum. All these guys in the labs researching the data, and they're finding out this is actually one of the most dangerous curses in the UFC. We've got Michael Chiesa curse. If you don't know what that is, think about it like this. Think about all the guys that have beat Michael Chiesa. You're thinking Anthony Pettis. You're thinking Kevin Holland. You're thinking George Masvidal, maybe. You are thinking guys like that, right? I'm trying to think of another one. Who beat him, dude? Sean Brady. What happened to all those guys in their next fight? They all lost. Every single person that has beat Michael Chiesa, including my GOAT, Kevin Lee, supposedly, I think it was CGI, lost his next fight after they beat Kevin Lee. So, after they beat Michael Chiesa, excuse me. Nobody actually beat Kevin Lee. So, if you beat Michael Chiesa, you are basically 100% guaranteed by the numbers to lose your next fight. If that is not an A tier curse, I don't know what is. It's 100% like success rate. It's all hits, no misses, bro. This guy's putting up bedtime stats in terms of his accuracy, dude. He's taken out everybody that beats him. So the Michael Chiesa curse is a very dangerous A tier curse, but there's only one that really belongs in the S tier. Okay, and this is one I almost wanted to make a whole video about because it's so real, and I think we're gonna see it again soon. All right, let me explain this one. The verge of GOAT curse. So if you're a guy that's close to beating Anderson Silva's record, or you are close to being the GOAT of your division, if you're one win away from being the GOAT of your division, you are guaranteed to fucking lose. Think about all the examples think about all the examples of this right now, now that you've heard the term verge of GOAT curse. Aljamain Sterling against Sean O'Malley. What's the whole build up? If Aljo wins this, he's the bantamweight GOAT. Aljo's going to be the bantamweight GOAT. Aljo might already be the GOAT. What happens? Gets flatlined by O'Malley. Now nobody fucking respects him. Right? Kamaru Usman versus Leon Edwards 2. If Kamaru wins this, he's a welterweight GOAT. Is Kamaru the best fighter of all time? What happens? Gets chinned by bro, you're not on GSP's level, bro. You're not even close, bro. You're not on GSP's level, bro. Like, he got fucking chinned by Leon Edwards, dude. Izzy this weekend against this month against Strickland. Oh, if he beats Strickland, he might be Silva. He might be the new middleweight GOAT. Honestly, if he beats Strickland and Pereira, and then he's cleared out the division, what happens? He gets fucking chinned by Sean Strickland. Here's the fucking thing, you guys. You're not even fucking close to fucking Silva's fucking level, dude. Let's be fucking real, dude. So this is a real fucking thing, and I'm sure there's more examples you guys can think of. But ever since GSP retired, nobody who is close to GOAT status has achieved it. Or anybody who just achieved GOAT status immediately loses. Stipe against Ngannou. We're finally like, all right, Stipe the heavyweight GOAT. He gets chinned by Ngannou. Now we're like, I don't fucking know. It might be Fedor. Right? It keeps happening, dude. It keeps happening. Right when these guys are about to break records, right when they're about to surpass the old heads of the division, they lose every single time. Maybe they're just in a better era, or maybe it's a fucking curse. All right? Let me know what you guys think down below. Am I wrong? Am I right? Is there any other curses that I forgot? Make sure you put them in the comments down below, boys. If you enjoyed this tier list, make sure you drop a like. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Make sure you go follow me on Instagram at Bedtime MMA. And yeah, boys, I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.